Hey guys, it's Wexdarn here and welcome to my new Let's Play, which is The Legend of Zelda. Now, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I just keep putting it off just because, to be honest, I didn't think I could do it credit. I didn't think I could do what this game deserves, because, to be honest, it's like the start of my favourite series, and I thought it needs me to go a bit in depth with it, in a way. So, yeah, I went out, I researched pretty much everything I could for this game, I prepared, I practiced a bit, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm going to be doing 100% run of this game, and yeah, I really just hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys read the story there, because I wasn't reading it out, because I'm assuming you people can all read. And here's all the treasures that we have to get in this game. Kind of find it weird how we have the boomerang and the magical boomerang both as unlockable weapons, but what are you gonna do? Same with the blue and red candles and blue and red rings. And arrow and silver arrow, actually. And of course the power croissant. The best weapon in the game. And magical keys have, like, lion heads on top of them apparently. Just don't question it. But anyway, here we are, we're going to be starting out 100% file. And if you need details, look up my manual, please. But anyway, we're going to be playing the third file, because the first one was like a practice file, second one messing around with, and third file just Link. So anyway, here we are with Link, 3 hearts, shield, no weapons, and now we're going to fall down this hole. Thank you. Our first weapon in the game, the wooden sword. It's kind of weak. It can shoot projectiles, but only when you're at full health, and it doesn't damage enemies that much, but it's a weapon. That's all I'm going to say, it's a weapon. See, our first enemies in the games are Octoroks. Basically octopus things that shoot rocks. If you're facing them and standing perfectly still with Link's shield, then the rocks will actually bounce off them. So these are now Tektites, enemies that just bounce around the screen, but they don't seem to actively aim for Link in my experience. So that guy just bounced directly around me. I should have picked up that heart from the rock. But anyway, people who have played this game a lot might be noticing I'm not going straight for the first level. And that's because I'm actually getting a lot of the unlockables that you can get before the first dungeon, because in my opinion this is the second hardest Zelda game. And in my other opinion, a lot of the time Zelda games are most difficult right at the start because you have so few hits that you can take. And that stopwatch there is a godsend. Like, if you pick it up, it freezes all the enemies on screen and they can't attack you. It's brilliant. These enemies coming out of the ground right now are levers. They will pop in and out of sight, so Link can and can't hit them. They sometimes hit Link, but sometimes they just seem to wander around off their own accord. But anyway, as I was saying, I think that this game is one of the hardest ones, so I like to get all the upgrades before getting really into the game. Just so I think I stand a fighting chance. You might notice that these Octoroks are blue, whereas the other ones that we saw were red. Blue Octoroks are actually have more health than red ones, so they take longer to kill. I'm putting like a screen of blues next to a screen of reds is kind of a nice way of teaching you this. At least that's what I think, anyway. Now, in the water is a Zora, but in later games they'll be known as Zolas or River Zoras. I like the name Zola, so I'm going to be sticking with that. But anyway, they just pop in and out of the water occasionally and shoot fireballs at Link. There's not much point to killing them because any rewards that they drop will just land out in the ocean. But anyway, now I wasn't lucky enough to get an item drop that you can get, but if you've got 20 rupees or more, you can go in here. And you can actually buy bombs. Well, not bad. Now the bombs are what we need for our first little upgrade in this game. so you have to trek back most of the way along the shoreline. It's not too big a journey, and if you've taken out all the enemies, then you can just wander past with only the Zola to worry about shooting fireballs at you. But you know, it's not too bad, and if you really want to, you can take out the Zola. But in my situation, I've lost a heart, so I can't shoot the laser beam. Right, you want to bomb the third piece of wall. I love how when you create holes, it's just a perfectly square hole. It's like Minecraft. So you really want to take the heart. Now, we're on our way to get our next upgrade, but it requires a little bit of money grinding, or rupee grinding. You need to aim to get 30 rupees before you get the secret area that I'm going to show you. In our situation we need 12 more, and if that Tektite comes down, I'm just a bit closer. It's only one, but every little helps, especially right at the start. Stopwatch, gotta love it. Right, see. 5 more rupees, and one thing that you'll notice about the rupees that's kind of confusing is that the flashing ones are only worth 1 and the regular ones are worth 5. Whereas in most other games it'd be the other way around, because flashing would normally indicate that it's special. Well, anyway, it's like a 30-year-old game, so there's not much. Well, no, it's not. It's going on for what, 26, 27? I don't know. But anyway, see. If you come here, you'll notice, you might have noticed that we're actually one screen above where we actually started from. Because right here, and there's a reason why we had to backtrack, because we need to get the bombs. But into this cave. Thank you. So 30 rupees, which gives us 61 overall. You just need to get 60, but I was lucky enough to get an extra rupee. See, do I get anything extra from here? Alright, so straight in here. And we're buying the world's most expensive candle. A full 60 rupees just for a candle. It'll be worth it when you know what to do with it, so... What I'm going to do is go around and up. Don't worry about the enemies on the screen. Oh, and you'll notice that your shield doesn't block magic, like fireball stuff. It blocks rocks, but that's mostly because they're solid. Which I guess is kind of a nice touch. But at least we're back on full health, and you'll want to hit this tree here with your candle. But you want to be careful with your shot, because you can only fire the candle once per screen. I can fire it once in here, but if I try using it again... And plus I've just burnt myself like an idiot. But if you try using it again, you can't. So get around here, and on this screen you want to hit the 5th candle away from the end. So down here. Straight inside, and take anyone you want. I'm going to go for the heart container again. You can choose a potion if you really want, because it refills your health, but your heart container permanently extends your health. So that's why it's generally considered the better option. In fact, there's no time I'd really recommend that you get the potion. You should always go for the heart container. I know where most of the secrets are. I'm not going to go for every secret in the game, because that'd just be kind of silly of me to even attempt. But I know where a lot of them are, so I'm going to pick them up since they're en route. But what I really want to do is pick up some more bombs, because we only have 2 left. Oh, speak of the devil! Got some more bombs. See, burn down that bush. There's a good thing that there's no environmentalist in Hyrule. It'd probably go straight after Link. Right, through this desert area there's going to be a lot of levers, so if you want to take them out that's fine, but generally they're just a nuisance and you can usually just walk across without them. There's also another enemy lurking around here. Are they on the screen? No, but pretty sure they're on the next screen. And these enemies are P-hats. They fly around the screen and you can only hit them when they've landed, but because of the weird perception in this game, you can't tell when you're about to be hit by a flying P-hat. So it's kind of weird to work with. So you have red Tektites. See, there's another little secret right here, which is kind of the reason why I wanted to pack more bombs. That hole right there. So you go for another heart container, we're on 6 hearts already. Pretty impressive, we've already doubled our health from the start. So you start that way. Right here is another little secret. Like I say, there's a lot of these secrets en route to where I'm planning to get to, so we're going to be picking them up. There is actually an item that requires you to almost fill up your current, almost fill up your wallet. I forgot what the word for wallet was then, I said currency. What the hell? But yeah, there is an item in the game that requires you to nearly fill up your wallet for it, and to be honest, I'd really recommend getting that item because it's actually really useful. So yeah, we're going to go this way. See, you want to aim to go one square one square right of the tree entrance thingy, and yep, straight up. But inside here we've got another little secret. See, so we're on a pretty good amount of rupees already, like over 200. Well, there's 2 pretty expensive items that we're going to be coming up for, so that'll drain it down. It's not the really high priced one that I was talking about, but still 2 pretty high items, so yeah, that's what we're heading after. But first of all, we need this. Like how there's only one old woman in the whole Kingdom of Hyrule, because if you notice, like you said, the old woman rather than an old woman. So yeah, there's only one old woman in Hyrule that we have to show this to. So you go straight up here. And if I didn't get those bombs from the Octorok, I'd have to go searching for them, but fortunately for me, I managed to get some extra bombs. So right here. No. Is it here? Yeah, it's there. Oh. Now, if you see any fairies on the map, you're going to want to grab them because they give you back a lot of health. Like, it nearly filled me back up, but they give you a lot, so... Right, this woman doesn't do anything until you equip the letter, because she is the old woman in Hyrule. So buy medicine before you go. You're going to want to go for the red potion if you can afford it, because it allows you to use it twice. And what it basically is a full health refill. So yeah, it's actually a really useful item. And 68 rupees isn't the most expensive thing you'll be having to buy for in this game. And the most expensive thing you're having to pay for in this game, not buy for, you plonker. See, now, these Zora's magic walls are getting really annoying, so we're actually going to go for an item that can stop them. Once I take out this guy, because more bombs are always useful. And blue Octoroks can drop bombs pretty often. See, these are moblins here. They appear in a lot of Zelda games. Like, in almost every game that features Ganondorf, they appear. At least I'm pretty sure that's the pattern that goes, because they're apparently based on like pigs and stuff, and Ganondorf has a lot of pig themes throughout the series, so yeah. Straight down here. Let's see, this guy here is an Armos Knight. Sometimes they appear really slowly and just plod around, but sometimes they're actually really quick. That time he decided to be quick, when originally he was quite slow, but... Oh well, you'll want to get rid of these moblins first, but there is actually another item on this screen that we can get. We're using the candle once again here. Let's take you out. No extra money or a heart, but yeah, on the candle. What am I doing? For some reason I thought the candle was a different item altogether. But see, now you want to spend 90 rupees on the shield. I know that sounds like a lot, but that's actually the cheapest price you can get for it in Hyrule. And if you're low on health and you have the cash to burn, like me, you can actually spend your money on the hearts. Just keep going back and forth, and they're 10 rupees each, and it's cheaper than, depending on how much health you actually have, it's cheaper than using your potion. So in my situation, it's 40 rupees for a potion, for a blue potion anyway, and I have, I don't know actually, maybe I'm being stupid about this, but I'm filling back my health. Just because I missed my laser sword. Alright, we have one more thing to get before we're actually heading off to the first dungeon. So we're going to go over here, straight up here. And there's a couple more items we could go for, but they require a lot more grinding for money. And consider I just wasted, what, like 40 rupees on hearts? You know, I think I'm just going to stick with the items that we got. And if you keep going to the left, this screen will actually play into the game a lot more later on, but just going to have to keep running left for now. But right, your shield can block magical projectiles now, which means that this guy here, this centaur fellow, I can't remember her name. I think it's similar to Linux. That's how I remember it. It's similar to Linux. I'll have to bring it up later because it will be featured again later, but he's actually really, really annoying if you don't have the magical shield. Since those sword beams that he shoots can actually take a lot of health off you, and he doesn't stop firing them after he's been hit. Anyway, we've now got the white sword, which does twice as much damage as the wooden sword does. So it's a nice little upgrade. We've got all the heart containers that we can actually get at this point in the game, because everything else requires extra items for us to unlock. And there's basically 2 more items we can buy, and those items are either like too expensive for us, or just, yeah, the items are mostly just too expensive for us, plus one of them is really out of our way, so there's no point in going for it. But anyway, join me next time, viewers, as we will be taking on the first actual dungeon in the game. I'm sorry it took this long to get here, but I just wanted to prepare us for this journey, so join us next time for the first dungeon in the game. See you then.